You know, I know that I set myself up for this tradition, you know, but it doesn't mean that I'm exactly excited to do it for when it comes around. You know, it's like taxes. That's the best way I can explain it. Home Alone 4 is like taxes. And good God, I wish I could avoid them like the plague, but I can't. Otherwise, some unhappy black suits would be knocking at my door. Metaphor aside, seeing as how I didn't do a Christmas video last year, I figured it would only be fair to make one this year and return back to this accidental tradition I've started for myself. Home Alone 4. A sequel to Home Alone 3? No! They said fuck Alex, fuck the Russians, fuck the FBI, we're going back to Kevin McAllister. I don't think. So apparently during the process of them making Home Alone 4, the producers and writers were going to make this a sequel to the third movie, but ended up scrapping the idea in favor for the old and familiar. Even going so far as to reach out to Daniel Stern to see if he would like to reprise his role as Marv. And after reading the script, this was his response, and I quote, "an insult and total garbage." So with that, they didn't even bother reaching out to Joe Pesci or any of the other original cast members, and just went, take some bifocals off, they look close enough. And recasted everyone with varying resemblances. Also, for some reason, they're all roughly the same age as they were in the first two movies, even though it has been 10 years since Home Alone 2. Whatever, you know, the popular saying in 2002 was, "I haven't aged a day since '92. Please help me. Directed by Rod Daniel of Teen Wolf fame, this was his last movie he directed before retiring from the business, and honestly, kudos to him. He got his last check and he fucking bounced out of there. I know he had some health issues around this time as well, so I definitely see why he took this, but yeah. It must have been a pretty good check too, because this aired on ABC November 3rd, 2002 to over 12.6 million fucking viewers. I feel bad for every single one of them. We open up with a very, very still shot of the good old McAllister house. Looking a little bit different, but still located where it's always been, in the classic upper suburbs of Chicago, South Africa. Yeah, so fun little fact, this movie was entirely filmed in South Africa. Why? Well, I would expect because filming in South Africa is widely cheaper than filming in the US, yet it is so obvious when they do any kind of establishing shot. Like, hell, any shot that has a window outside, you can sure as fuck tell it is green out in Chicago for Christmas. I just think it's funny, especially since they make one little passing mention about the quote-unquote weather early in the movie. Speaking of which, so the film starts off with divorce. The McAllisters have split up for some reason, and Kevin is taking the brunt of— holy shit, is that a PS1? Who gives a fuck that your parents' marriage diminished due to your ever-longing fear of them drifting apart as not only just lovers but as people too, and you as a child feel a sense of guilt as you fear you might be the cause for said heartbreak? He's got a PS1! A fucking life's easy cruising now. You got the Crash Bandicoots, Ape Escape, Metal Gear, Tombi. Although it seems that his siblings are jealous of his PS1 because once headed downstairs, Kevin is bombarded by his siblings, in which their mother just so casually lets it happen.
Can I please go to the movies?
No, I told you, you're watching Kevin.
Please let him go. I'll stay home alone.
No.
I've done it before.
Don't remind me.
Oh, you hear that? We got a title drop. We got a call back. A double whammy. A double whammy. God, something I noticed while watching this movie is that they like to make constant reminders to the first two, at least the first one, so that way you're just like, oh shit, that's right, Kevin. You know what? I think that I'm just the bit of a fool here because I just wasn't looking at the cover hard enough. You know, they look exactly the same. So Peter, the dad, shows up to invite the kids over to his girlfriend's house for Christmas and drop the bomb to his ex-wife that he's planning on getting engaged to his new girlfriend after eight months. Can I just say this man is working faster than lesbian couple here? Let's divide that math up, okay? 3 months starting to date, 3 months of said living together, maybe they moved in sooner than whatever, you know, this is my math. And, you know, and then 2 months of a free bingo space card. Wabam! But seeing as how they didn't want to leave their mom, the kids declined the offer and the mom leaves for a unusual 8 p.m. fucking middle of the night house showing, leaving Buzz to quote unquote fucking torment Kevin with his chores.
Clean it, cheese face.
Huh? This clip of the fishbowl is so unintentionally funny because it's supposed to be like, oh, what the fuck, Buzz, you know, but really it's just the fucking angle and the shit level of said insult, which just gets me every fucking time. So with his mother's return home, Kevin does the fucking, you know, saying, I don't want a family, I want to be the only child. In which you would think this would have a longer impact on the movie, as in like the first one, but no. That idea is so abandoned as quickly as it was written, because halfway through the movie, Kevin and his siblings like reunite for a minute and everything like is fine pretty much. In an effort to get away from his rotten siblings and emotionally distant, totally not blaming her divorce on Kevin's mother, Kevin takes a secret trip to his dad's— Whoa! Come on, Peter. 8 months? Really? I see. Now, I ain't saying he's a gold digger. Here we meet Natalie, who is incredibly rich and has a smart house, all voice remote activated.
Doors closed.
Have I remembered to thank you for telling everyone that?
Firelight. Not tonight, you haven't.
But this isn't no Disney smart house, unfortunately. But just as Peter and Natalie start slobbing on each other's upper lips, Kevin arrives just in time to cockblock his father's game so well, I think I heard a couple of fucking rainforests cry out in pain. Here we are introduced to Natalie, her home and her employees, Mr. Prescott and Molly. Molly just gets a first name. She doesn't fucking deserve a last name. Right from the get-go, they try to set up Mr. Prescott as this like big, scary, intimidating force, which he just flat out isn't. Honestly, he kind of looks like he should be defending himself against the Night Sisters. And Molly is just a sweet old grandma. Also, if you couldn't tell already, Natalie is rich, like out the ass rich, and apparently she's also some big important lady who is going to be having the royal family visit for dinner on Christmas, which introduces us to our antagonists who are planning on kidnapping them. Okay. Marv and yeah. Marv got hitched. Hooray! Congrats! Marv, I swear, my wedding gift must have gotten lost in the mail. I swear I sent one, you know, my missus made me. She's like, oh, you gotta send a gift for the Marv's wedding. This is Vera. Vera? I think it's Vera. Who is Vera? What's in her Tinder bio? Well, who knows? She's a fucking walking, talking plank that mirrors Marv. But it's not a normal mirror. It's one of those like heavy warped mirrors. You look at it and you're like, ooh! To mention it, everyone else in this movie is just kind of a warped wooden plank of a character of their former selves, you know? Like, I know I mentioned earlier that they don't really look like the first two movie counterparts. When we're talking about characteristics, so many of them have like reverted back to the Stone Age. It doesn't make sense. There's no life, no quirks, nothing that makes me as a viewer want to connect with these people, even though they're supposed to be the characters we've already come to know and love. Because everything in this movie is so fake and lifeless. The set design, the acting, no offense to these guys, I know they did their best with what they were given, but like, oh my god. The writing, the booby traps, the shots, the editing, all of it is just so wah. Like, within the first 20-ish minutes of the movie, Vera and Marv have already broken in. Okay. I feel like I need to put a neck brace on for when I'm watching this movie in hopes I don't get any more fucking whiplash. Especially because now that I'm thinking it, I don't understand why they were going into the house already. They're going to kidnap the royal family, yet they're here. I don't... It definitely tries to hit those Home Alone quote-unquote key points and then throw whatever the fuck they want in the middle. Anyways, a common theme about why Kevin is home alone is because Nat and fucking Peter have to go do some rich people shit, and that pretty much leaves Kevin home alone while Molly runs out to the store, giving Marv and Vera time to break in. While where's Prescott? Who knows? Ooh. So seeing as how Kevin could, you know, call the police, seeing as how he's in this super high-tech house with the super high-tech remote, what does he decide to do? He decides to flood that bitch. Obviously, that doesn't really stop them, so the reasonable thing to do is, while face to face, just fucking leave. That milk was expired. I shit you not, this is what it is like for the rest of the movie. Unlike the third one where I had some reason to give you out the play-by-plays, with this one, it is just such a brain rot. Home Alone 4, if you couldn't guess already, is so painfully generic. Even down to its awful suspense.
What are you doing here? Tell me.
So after an awkward reconnection with your ex-wife in front of your new girlfriend, a really shitty tree decorating montage, a very shitty failed attempt to sneak in during the dinner party, like, why the fuck does he still have his overcoat and beanie on under the outfit? Was production like, well, if he changes out of those clothes, kids are so one-sided they're not gonna know who that is anymore? But if that's the case, they would have, like, had him keep his fucking facial hair. You know, where's Marv's signature, like, little sideburns and, like, whisker shit? Like, that's gone. A very quick engagement announcement and shitty booby trap setups. Like, this is, like, it's so boring to watch. Here we are, at the climax of the film. The last act. So, in an attempt to get Prescott locked down in the... So, in an attempt to get Prescott... Fuck. So, in an attempt to get Prescott locked down in the wine cellar, you must get the novella. So, in an attempt to get Prescott locked down in the wine cellar, Kevin ends up trapped there as well, after the real villain is revealed.
I'm afraid so.
Hey, Mom.
Molly! Great piss in a coffee maker. Who would have guessed? Me. I guessed. I did. She turns out to be Marv's mom. Yep, 'cause sure. How'd she get this job? Who did the background check? Why is Marv robbing houses when his mom has a job like this that they now team up on for some fucking reason? The pay alone from her salary would have been pretty fucking substantial. That is, of course, if Natalie is paying her employees the wage that they deserve for this sort of position. Does this house have an HR department? Also, one more of my many nitpicks. Why the fuck is the wine cellar not voice activated like every other thing in this house, down to the windows? Literally, he's got these Ebenezer Scrooge ass keys for what? You think in a house this big and with people this fucking rich, you know, well, I'm in the 1%. You would think that the wine cellar would also be voice activated because they have to go down there a lot to get wine for parties and shit. I really don't get it. So while trapped down there, Prescott and Kevin attempt to call for help.
Hello, Buzz?
Kevin, is that you?
Yeah, I'm calling from a cell phone.
Oh, a cell phone. Good for you, puke face. Is that another present she gave you? What a show off.
I'll try again. Buzz, before you hang up, I need to tell you something. I need to talk to Mom.
Okay, you told me.
I'm gonna myself. What the fuck? Literally, why is there a reason for this? But that's not the stupidest thing that happens, because they finally get through to his mom and the reception goes bad and the battery in the phone dies. Because of fucking course it does. So, escaping through the elevator shaft, Kevin manages to reach the kitchen where the quote-unquote slapstick ensues. There's literally nothing of note here, except for the last one where Marv and Vera get launched from the fucking book bar onto the chandelier.
Stop, Sesame!
Oh my God, Kevin, that's second-degree manslaughter right there. You can't do that. This is for the family. This is for Mom. This is for Dad. This is for the chitlins and the dog. And with Prescott delivering the final blow to Molly, our family of rip-off crooks have been caught. With Kevin's parents getting back together and the royal family coming to the McAllister house for dinner, our movie finally ends with no snowfall. In a review about this movie from Radio Times, the reviewer simply asked one question. You have to wonder, why do they bother? And I wonder that exact same fucking thing. Obviously to make a quick buck, seeing as how it, fucking aired on TV to 12.6 million viewers, but other than that, there was no reason for it. Like, just taking a look at the Home Alone series itself, like, in order, that is literally the best way to showcase the decline. You go from 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's 2 more after this. The most baffling thing at the end of all this is, who in the fuck in the year of 2002 was asking for a new Home Alone movie? Especially like a sequel to the originals. All the child actors had grown up by that time, and I could see someone being like, oh, wouldn't it be funny to see what happened if Kevin left his child at home? That'd be like a little funny continuation. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get that, but for a legitimate sequel, especially when you have VeggieTales: The Star of Christmas coming out that same fucking year. Ungrateful bastards. I guess some people just aren't thankful for what they get in the end. And you know what? Now that I mention it, regardless of whether or not this movie was dog shit, which it was, it was a fucking awful movie. I was rotting through it. It was atrocious. It was not good. I'm still happy that I had this opportunity to do it, regardless of any of the alcohol that's in my system, from Smirnoff, Bacardi, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Cayman Jacks, and Pineapple Ace. What else is there? Oh, yeah.
Christmas, the snow's coming down. Christmas, I'm watching it fall. Christmas, lots of people around. Christmas, baby, please come home. Christmas, the church bells is out. Christmas, all ringing its song. Christmas, full of happy sounds. Christmas, baby, please come home. They're singing deck the halls, but it's not